Hey Nelly, can I get an autograph?
If we move back to the back now.
You want my autograph?
Yeah.
Son, I don't do autographs, son. It's Nelly, baby. We back. We threw back. We wasn't doing it like that. It's Nelly, baby. Nelly, baby.
He look like me too. He look like a mix of Nelly and NLE Choppa.
Oh, chop that chopper style, chopper style. Nah, why you never did that? Oh yeah.
I want to do it.
Chopper style, chopper style, chopper style, chop. Come on, chop. That is no on the original. Damn.
And the man down there look like me. He had to cut his eyebrows, bro. This is crazy. I swear to God, I never seen this man day in my life.
So NLE Choppa has responded to my video because I made a video about him being Nelly in 2021. And if you haven't seen this video, I'll put a link to this video in the description. But basically, I exposed NLE Choppa's base character, which is Nelly, 2 years ago. And now 2 years later, he's finally responding and admitting this in plain sight. And shout out to everyone that was commenting under my videos, letting me know that he responded, because you guys understand the deception that's going on here. But to those that don't know that Nelly is NLE Choppa, this is complete damage control, because now those people are just going to think that NLE Choppa did a tribute to Nelly. And if you haven't noticed, they're pushing this heavily on social media. So all of those people don't know the truth behind why he did this video. And it's because it's a direct response to my video. But if you watch my channel and if you've been watching for the last 2 years, you should remember that I exposed him 2 years ago. And now he's finally responding. And this is so disgusting because he directly put it in our face. The fact that he dressed up like him in this music video and he's even wearing the band-aid that Nelly used to wear is crazy. So here's the side-by-side comparison that I made. And this is completely undeniable. You know, by this comparison alone, without even looking at all of the evidence, most of you guys should see the resemblance and see right through his deception. So this music video is called It's Getting Hot. And notice in the title, he put Nelly Tribute. And this is very strange because Nelly is still alive. So why would you make a tribute to somebody that's still alive? You know, the reason he did this is to respond to my video. Because Nelly's not even doing anything right now. You know, what is the point of him doing a tribute to Nelly even though he's alive? You know, this is predictive programming because normally people do a tribute to somebody that's dead. So the fact that he's doing a tribute to Nelly while he's alive could be predictive programming of Nelly faking his death or of NLE Choppa faking his death, because I found some very interesting connections here. So Nelly's song Hot in Here, which is the original version, was released in 2002, right? And this is interesting because NLE Choppa was born in 2002. So this was all scripted because NLE Choppa is one of Nelly's characters. And like I said, this is predictive programming. You know, I did more research and Choppa equals 22 and dead equals 22 in the same cipher. So there's a high possibility that NLE Choppa will fake his death. And I'll get more into that later because he did a lot of predictive programming with that. So he's born in 2002 and the song that he remixed from Nelly was released in 2002. And 2002 is basically 22 because the 2 zeros have no value. And then his name equals 22 just like dead. And also one of Nelly's characters is a death faker. So I'll be showing you guys that character as well later on in the video. Because in today's video, I'm going to be exposing Nelly and all 5 of his characters. So one thing I found interesting was the fact that NLE Choppa had 6.66 million subs at the time of him dropping this music video. And 666 is associated with physical matter. You know, 666 is associated with our physical bodies, this physical world. You know, basically this physical realm in general. So this is why in the Bible they say 666 is the number of man and the number of beast, because man is made out of carbon, which is 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. And the beast symbolizes animals, and they are made out of carbon as well. So 666 symbolizes physical matter and low vibrational things. This is why these 2 characters are promoting so much low vibrational stuff in these 2 music videos. And like I've said in the past, 666 is not necessarily bad because you still need your root chakra. You know, we still are living in this physical experience with our physical bodies, but that does not define us because we are not our physical bodies. So this is why it's not good to live in 666, because that means you're living in a low vibrational state, and everything's about balance. There's nothing wrong with low vibrational things. The problem is all celebrities are promoting low vibrational things and there's not enough balance. So that makes most people live in a low vibrational state, you know, their root chakra, and they're not balanced. So this is why it's good to be balanced. You know, you don't want to be in your crown chakra 24/7, but you don't want to be in your root chakra 24/7 either. So everything in life is a balance. So another huge connection between NLE Choppa and Nelly is their names. The fact that they literally have the same exact name. You know, Nelly and NLE are the same thing. If you notice, NLE is in Nelly. You know, the first three letters of Nelly is NEL, which is the same letters as NLE. And notice how Nelly and Choppa have the same gematria in these three ciphers. They both equal 23 and 32, which is the same number reversed. Then they both equal 22 and 28 in the same ciphers. And then they both have the same gematria in three other ciphers as well. So clearly Nelly and Choppa are the same characters. And on top of that, their birthdays are only one day apart. So NLE Choppa's birthday is November 1st and Nelly's birthday is November 2nd. So these two characters have the same exact name, you know, NLE and Nelly. They have the same gematria. Then we see that NLE Choppa remixes Nelly's song Hot in Here right after my video. And these two characters look exactly alike. So this is irrefutable proof. You know, all the proof that you need is right here. He literally put it in plain sight. Make sure you guys share this video because this video can wake up a lot of people. Because in this moment right now, NLE Choppa is putting it right in our face that he is Nelly in plain sight. And this shows that people are blind because so many people are looking at this, but they don't understand that he's literally admitting this in plain sight. So here's some clips from the music video and notice how he's literally dressed exactly like Nelly. And Nelly responded, he reposted NLE Choppa's post about the song and he said, "Go up, nephew." So he's putting this in plain sight as well. And on top of that, Nelly follows NLE Choppa. So that's another big connection as well. And then right now, NLE Choppa has his name as NLE Ellie. So he mixed in NLE and Nelly into one name. So this character is very disturbing because he's putting the truth right in our face. And so many people are blind and don't even see what's going on. When celebrities do stuff like this, they're actually making fun of people that don't know. Because if you watched my video and you understand how obvious it is that NLE Choppa and Nelly are the same, then you can easily see through the deception. But they love to mock unconscious living people that don't see what they're doing. So that's exactly what he's doing right here. He's making a mockery out of all his fans who don't know the truth, who can't see his deception. And here's a video of NLE Choppa admitting he's Nelly, but he makes it into a joke.
NLE going on. Nelly, baby. NLE going on, bro. How y'all doing? That body camera? Yeah, make sure. But my how y'all doing? But yeah.
Hey Nelly, can I get an autograph?
If we move back to the back now. You want my autograph? Yeah. Son, I don't do autographs, son. It's Nelly, baby. We back. We threw back. We weren't doing that like that. Back in the days, we was only signing shit. It's not you.
So here's some more comparisons of Nelly and NLE Choppa. As you guys can see, they're both wearing the same exact clothing and the same colors. And they both have the same band-aid on their cheek. And right here you can see the similarity in their eyes. These two characters have the same exact eyes. Another huge connection is the fact that NLE Choppa has this album called Me vs. Me. And there's two of him on the cover, right? And we could even see that he's talking with himself in this music video. This is a huge connection because Nelly has a commercial where he's talking to himself the same way that NLE Choppa is doing right here. So here's the video.
At Burger King, we've banned 120 artificial ingredients from our food. We keep it real. That's why I'm here. That's why we dropped rap superstar Nelly.
Wait, what?
And chose the real you, Cornell Haynes Jr., to create your own custom meal.
They let you create your own meal? Yes, they did, Nelly. When you got real food, you need real people. How much they paying you for this? Don't worry about it, champ. We got the same bank account. Yeah.
Keep it real with the Cornell Haynes Jr. meal. Food so real, it's Cornell's, not Nelly's.
Is it me or is it getting hot in here? Just a flame grill.
So Nelly's real name is Cornell WRLD Haynes Jr. And I highlighted his first name Cornell because here's a video of NLE Choppa doing an interview and Nardwar brings up a person called Cornell because apparently NLE Choppa's mom knows somebody called Cornell. So this is a big connection because NLE Choppa's character is based off of Nelly, whose real name is Cornell.
Carnell Russell's house party.
Carnell, oh, Jesus Christ. Who said that? I was in the 8th grade.
Police, bro.
I was in the 8th grade.
Then we see that Nelly's real name and NLE Choppa have the same gematria of 257. And then Choppa and Nelly's first name, Carnell, have the same gematria of 29. NLE Choppa's real name is Bryson LaShun Potts. NLE Choppa and Nelly's real names have the same gematria of 80 in the same cipher. And then their last names are Potts and Haynes, which have the same gematria of 27 in the same cipher as well. So that was so much proof. You know, I don't even have to go deeper into how Nelly is NLE Choppa. You know, all the proof is right in your face. If you still don't see it after this video and after my last video, I don't know what to tell you. There's some people that just don't want to wake up. And I talked about this in my last video about Jamie Foxx. There's so many people that have been asleep for thousands of lifetimes. So I understand that, you know, you can't wake everybody up. But there's certain things that you just have to be very blind to not see. And this is one of those things. So I highly recommend you guys share this video. So in my last video about Nelly and NLE Choppa, I also exposed another one of their characters, because another one of their characters is this rapper named Choppa. Right away, you guys should already see the resemblance. I mean, it's in plain sight. Not only do they look exactly alike right here, but they also have the same exact name. You know, his name is Choppa, and then his name is NLE Choppa. So they both have Choppa in their name. And Choppa is known for his song Choppa Style. So I'll just refer to him as Choppa Style so that you guys can know which Choppa I'm talking about. So another connection between these two characters is the fact that they both have these slits in their eyebrows. You can see it clearly right here. And this slit in the eyebrow actually means that you're a woman, by the way, in case you guys didn't know that. But anyways, here's a video where NLE Choppa is admitting that he is Choppa and Nelly, because he's reacting to Choppa's song Choppa Style, and he says that Choppa looks like NLE Choppa mixed with Nelly. Check this out.
He look like me too. He look like a mix of Nelly and NLE Choppa. But I swear to God, nobody ever asked me about him. Like, never. I didn't even know this name was Choppa. I didn't even know who sung the song, really. I swear. That's crazy. And that man down there look like me. He got to cut his eyebrows, bro. This is crazy. I swear to God, I never seen this man day in my life. Choppa, Choppa's out, Choppa's out, Choppa's out.
So in my last video about NLE Choppa and Nelly, I showed how their third character, Choppa Style, has this Wikipedia page, and they said not to be confused with NLE Choppa on his Wikipedia page. So they know that people confuse the two because they have the same name and they look exactly alike. And it's funny because now, 2 years later, a lot of the stuff I showed in my old video is harder to find. You know, when I was doing research for this video, I noticed a lot of stuff that I showed in my last video is like completely wiped from Google. You know, Google is very controlled, and a lot of times when I expose a celebrity, they hide certain things from the search results, and we can really see that with this character. But anyways, another big connection between these characters is their birthdays. So Choppa Style's birthday is October 29th, and then NLE Choppa's birthday is 3 days later on November 1st. And like I showed you guys earlier, Nelly's birthday is a day later on November 2nd. So all three of these characters' birthdays are right next to each other. And Choppa Style's real name is Darwin Turner and Bryson Potts, which is NLE Choppa's real name and Choppa Style's real name, have the same gematria of 66 in the same cipher. And it's interesting how Choppa Style's last name is Turner, because apparently NLE Choppa had a teacher called Mr. Turner, and here's an interview where he's talking about him.
What about Douglas, Mr. Turner?
Mr. Turner? Yeah, Mr. Turner was one of my principals. I used to always get in trouble. He used to with me though.
Then we see that Choppa Style's first name Darwin and NLE Choppa's first name Bryson have the same gematria of 303 and 279 in the satanic and reverse satanic ciphers. So yeah, this one is really obvious. There's also this video of Lola Brooke admitting that NLE Choppa is Choppa. Check this out.
I wish the I'll chop that Choppa Style, Choppa Style. Nah, why you ever did that? Oh yeah.
want to do it on
honeymoon, chop us down, chop, chop, chop us down, chop us down, chop, chop. You want chop, chop. That is, no, on the original. Damn.
So not only did NLE Choppa put it in our face with that reaction video of him reacting to Choppa Style, but Lola Brooke also put it right in our face with that video. And if you notice in that video, NLE Choppa got a little nervous and shy when she brought up Choppa Style. Now that we know that Choppa Style is one of their characters, we can also see the resemblance between him and Nelly. They look exactly alike right here. And notice how Choppa Style is doing symbolism in this picture. And Choppa Style is following Nelly on Instagram, just like how Nelly is following NLE Choppa. And NLE Choppa made this caption about Nelly when he dropped the remix of Nelly's song. And he said that he loves Nelly and his impact on the South. And that's a big connection because Nelly, NLE Choppa, and Choppa Style are all from the South. They're all Southern rappers, and that's a huge connection. The next character that we're going to be exposing in this group of characters is this rapper who's actually a death faker, and his name is Blade Icewood. And as you guys can see, Blade Icewood looks exactly like Nelly right here. And this one is extremely obvious. Here's some more comparisons I made of Nelly and Blade Icewood. And even on social media, they started posting how these two characters look alike. And a big connection is that Blade Icewood's first name is Darnell, and Nelly's first name is Carnell. So Carnell and Darnell, are basically the same thing. They sound the same and they have the same amount of letters in their name. Carnell and Darnell are both 7 letters. So Blade Icewood's full name is Darnell Quincy Lindsay, and Nelly's real name is Carnell Errol Haynes Jr. So both of their full names have the same gematria of 58 in the same cipher. And then we see that Blade Icewood and Nelly's real name have the same gematria in 2 ciphers as well. And then we see that Choppa Style, Nelly's real name, and Blade Icewood all have the same gematria of 48 in the same cipher. So all 3 of these characters are directly connected. And since Blade Icewood is one of Nelly's characters, it's not surprising that NLE Choppa also has a striking resemblance to Blade Icewood as well. Here's some good comparisons. And a big connection between NLE Choppa and Blade Icewood is his name, right? So his name is Blade Icewood. And NLE Choppa has an album called Cottonwood, as you guys can see. And the connection here is that his name is Icewood, and NLE Choppa has this album called Cottonwood. So they both have wood. And he also has Cottonwood tatted on his arm because according to him, his album Cottonwood is named after the block that he's from. And as you can see in this interview, he said, "It's just my first project and that was where I was first born. This is where life was given to me." And it's weird that he said, "That's where I was first born and that's where life was given to him." He's kind of symbolizing that he's not a real human. But anyways, we see that Blade Icewood and NLE Choppa's real name, Bryson Potts, have the same gematria of 54 in the same cipher. And then Bryson and Darnell, which is Blade Icewood's first name, have the same gematria of 30. And then their last names also have the same gematria of 36. And then Blade Icewood and NLE Choppa have the same gematria of 194. And then NLE Choppa and Icewood have the same gematria of 40 and 66. So these 2 characters are heavily connected in gematria. And Blade Icewood is a death faker, so of course his death was scripted. So here's a quick decode on his death. So Blade Icewood was born on March 14th. And dead equals 14, so this character was scripted to die. And then he faked his death on April 19th, 2005. And 2005 is basically 25 because the zeros have no value. And death equals 25. And then he died at age 28. And kill equals 28. So it's interesting that Blade Icewood is connected to the number 28 because he faked his death at age 28. So this brings us to the next character, which is Bryshear Gray, because his birthday is November 28th. And his real name is Bryshear Yazuwan Gray. And Blade Icewood's real name is Darnell Quincy Lindsay. and both of their names have the same gematria of 239 and 95 in the same ciphers. And if you guys remember, I made a video exposing NLE Choppa and Brightshear Gray because he's one of his characters as well. And I made this video 2 years ago, almost 3. Here's some really good comparisons that I made of NLE Choppa and Brightshear Gray because these two characters are so much alike, it's actually ridiculous. And it's like this with all 5 of these characters. They made it very obvious that they're all the same. Right here you can see that Brightshear Gray and NLE Choppa have the same slits in their eyebrows. And then right here you can see that they literally have the same features in their face. And they have the same eyes as well. So this one is really obvious. And they put it right in our face again because his real name is Brightshear and NLE Choppa's real name is Bryson. So both of their names start with B, R, Y, and S. And then we see that they have the same gematria as well. So NLE Choppa and Brightshear both equal 42 and 118. And then Choppa and Brightshear Gray both equal 32. And Brightshear Gray is mainly known as an actor for his role in Empire, but ironically he's also a rapper, which is a big connection because all of his other characters are rappers as well. And his rap name is Yaz apparently. He even has Yaz as his name on Instagram. So we see that Choppa and Yaz have the same gematria of 356. So yeah, this one is really obvious. Now that we know that Brightshear Gray is one of his characters as well, it's not a surprise that Brightshear Gray's real name is connected to Nelly's real name. As you can see, they have the same gematria of 63. So now let's show the connection between 4 of these characters' birthdays because all of their birthdays are right next to each other. So Choppa Styles' birthday is October 29th. And then 3 days later is NLE Choppa's birthday on November 1st. And then 1 day later is Nelly's birthday on November 2nd. And then 26 days later, we see that Brightshear Gray's birthday is November 28th. So all 3 of these characters' birthdays are in November. And then Choppa Styles' birthday is at the end of October. So all 4 of these characters' birthdays are within the same 30-day period. Now let's talk about how NLE Choppa is a character that they use a lot to push an agenda on the world stage. And you can tell that he was designed to push these agendas by his real name. So his real name has a gematria of 201 in the same cipher as the Jesuit Order and the Holy Bible. And then Order of Illuminati is also 201 and the Freemasonic Order is also 201. So this explains why NLE Choppa is so connected to all of these world stage agendas that they're promoting. So the first connection he has to a world stage agenda is this song, It's Getting Hot. So this song is titled It's Getting Hot and it dropped on July 27th, 2023. And 12 days later, the fires in Maui start on August 8th. So don't you guys find that weird that he drops this song called It's Getting Hot and then 12 days later, a fire starts in Maui? This should show you that it's all scripted. And this is not the first fire ritual that NLE Choppa is connected to. If you guys remember 2 months ago, I made a video exposing the Canada fire ritual. And I showed how NLE Choppa was connected to it because his basketball court that he built caught on fire around the same time that the Canadian fires were going on. And it's crazy because now 2 months later, we see that he's connected to this other fire in Maui. And both of these world stage events were scripted. Another agenda he's promoting is with the way he's dressing. Here we see him dressing in a very feminine way. And he's also promoting this weird agenda by posting his feet. So he posted this on Instagram and people were making fun of how long his feet are. And another agenda he's promoting right now is the NPC agenda on TikTok. So apparently there's a trend to act like an NPC on TikTok. And I'm not surprised because only NPCs are on TikTok. This is why I don't make TikTok videos because TikTok is a huge agenda. You know, I tried making videos on there and they deleted my TikTok within 1 month of me exposing celebrities. And they didn't give me a warning. They didn't give me a strike or nothing. Just one day randomly I was banned. So that showed me that TikTok is for NPCs to get programmed with. And now we see that there's a trend where you act like an NPC. So it's in plain sight that TikTok is for NPCs. And now we see that NLE Choppa is promoting this agenda. Check this out.
You mean scrub though? I bet you want scrub. I bet you want scrub. Hey, bro. Hey, give me the armor. Give me the armor. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Give me the armor. Thank you for the hat. Yeehaw. Give me the armor right now. Talking it up. Give me the armor one. Armor. Thank you for the hat. Yeehaw. Give me the armor. Give me the armor. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Ready to war. Look at that. That's my favorite one. Ready for war. Fuck you talking about. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Oh my God, some money gonna freeze. Did he shoot? I hope my hoes ain't in here, bro. They gonna put this lost it. Damn, fool. All my in here. Y'all ain't in here, is it? Please don't be in here. I don't never want to see y'all. I don't want y'all to see me like this. What is that? I'm sorry, bro. Thank you for the heart. I love you. I promise I'm not ready for war. Ready for war. I promise I don't act like this in real life. Thank you for the heart. I love you. This is just a persona to let y'all know that It's Getting Hot in Her is the #1 stream song, baby. Hey, look. Thank you for the heart. Yeehaw. Thank you for the heart. I love you. I love you. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Yeah, man. It's getting hot in here going crazy, man. I need everybody to keep screaming. Oh, time for war. Time for war. Look at that. Thank you for the heart. I love you. 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 Come on, man. Keep turning me up, man. Elephant.
And it's crazy how NLE Choppa is promoting all of these agendas all of a sudden when he was just spiritual in 2021. This shows that he was really an infiltrator in the spiritual community. They used his character to make it look like a joke because in 2020 and 2021, there was a huge paradigm shift where many people were going through their spiritual awakening and there was so much information in plain sight. So they used a lot of infiltrators like NLE Choppa to pretend like they're spiritual and they're pushing all of this knowledge. But this character was a huge infiltrator because he was promoting meditation and raising your vibration. But now 2 years later, he's doing this low vibrational music video with Sexyy Red and Sukihana, and he's doing an NPC trend on TikTok. So these are all low vibrational things that he's promoting now. So this is what this character is for. Every time there's a trend, he hops on it and promotes it to people even more. So now let's get into how this character is heavily connected to death. So in my first video that I made about him 3 years ago, I showed this article that says NLE Choppa is not dead. Memphis rapper is alive as death hoax spreads. So apparently there was a death hoax that NLE Choppa died in 2020. And this is predictive programming for when they do kill off his character or one of his other characters. And at the time of me making this video, NLE Choppa is following 18 people on Instagram and die equals 18. And here's a post that he made with all of the death fakers that he has pictures with before they died. So the first one that he has a picture with is Nipsey Hussle, and apparently he even got a Nipsey Hussle tattoo on his leg. Which is very strange considering that they only have one weird picture together. And I made a video exposing Nipsey Hussle, by the way. So if you guys are interested in that, the link to this video is in the description. And then he also has a picture with Juice WRLD before he died, and I made a video about him as well. And then he has a picture with Pop Smoke before he died, and I have a video exposing him. And then he has a picture with King Von, and they both look feminine in this picture. If you notice, NLE Choppa is wearing pink, and King Von has a very feminine posture in this picture, which is not surprising considering that his other character is a female. So if you guys are interested in that, I recently made a video about him a month ago. And then another death faker that he has a picture with is Lil Loaded, and I exposed him 2 years ago as well. And a more recent one that he has is Takeoff. Right here we see that NLE Choppa is with Takeoff before he faked his death. And notice how he's also next to Murder Beats, and his name has Murder, and then Takeoff gets murdered shortly after. And I made a video about that as well. And the weird connection that Takeoff has with NLE Choppa is the fact that Takeoff died on NLE Choppa's birthday. Right here we see that Takeoff died November 1st, and then NLE Choppa's birthday is November 1st as well. And also Takeoff died at age 28, and NLE Choppa's other character, Blade Icewood, also died at age 28, and Kill equals 28 in Gematria. And also his other character, Bryshere Gray, was born on November 28th. So there's a lot of 28 connections here. Another death faker that he was around was Big Scar. Here we see they have a picture together. And notice how NLE Choppa is doing symbolism at the bottom. And they also have an Instagram live together. And I exposed Big Scar as well. So if you guys are interested in all of these death faker videos that I have, I'll put a link to all of them in the description. So I just find it very weird that NLE Choppa is connected to so many death fakers, you know, and why does he even have Nipsey tatted on his leg? You know, these are all symbolic things to the fact that he might fake his death as well. Here's another tattoo that he has where it looks like something scratched him on his rib. And then right here, he's talking about death in this tweet. He said, it's like you gotta die for them to get the message, to be called a legend or treated like a blessing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Don't be surprised if one of NLE Choppa's characters fakes their death. And we also might keep seeing NLE Choppa have pictures with death fakers, because I just showed you guys 7 death fakers that NLE Choppa has pictures with before they died. So they might continue that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope all of you guys can see the Nelly and NLE deception that they're doing right in our face. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share this video. You know, let's try to get this video to as many people as possible, because this one is just in plain sight, because they're really putting this one right in our face. And this is the perfect time to wake up as many people as possible. Thank you all for your support, especially to those who are subscribed to my Patreon. I really appreciate everyone that's been supporting my channel and my Patreon. You know, it means a lot to me because that shows me that people want to know the truth. So thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure you go subscribe to my Patreon if you're not already. The link's in the description below.
Again, because I can't say this enough. I want to see have a #1 crossover single. Yeah, have a #1 rhythmic single.
Choppa. I'm convinced this is a clone. For sure. This nigga ain't blinked one time.
Your phone breaking. What you say? Yeah. Put the show out there. Why? What is he staring at? He looking out the window. Some people with the girls they walk by. He been bumping it. I be forgetting food. Oh God, I be forgetting food.
We straight crease food.
Like, the game fast, you got watch it. They live right though.
You'll kill a lot for perk, but a snitch when you sober. You'll kill a lot for perk, but a snitch when you sober.
Yo, he slumped.
We turned the steamer to a rover. Hey, you hear me? Money gone, we got scared.
Invisible arm, they know what they do.
Cool, now you have so much.